blog and TV is live at the Presidential Villa, Abuja, for the investiture of the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Remi Tinubu, as the global and international Stop TB champion. Stay tuned as we bring to your screen the events as it unfolds. My name is Comfort Olayenka. Nigeria is the most populous country in Africa, amongst the 30 countries burdened with high incidence of tuberculosis, including multi-drug resistant strains, and has recorded massive success in combating the infectious disease since 2023. In commemoration of the 2024 World Tuberculosis Day, the First Lady of Nigeria, Senator Remi Tinubu, CON, was conferred Global and National Stop TB Champion by Stop TB Champion Geneva, Switzerland. The Minister of State for Health and Social Welfare, Dr. Tunji Alausa, during his welcome address, praised the First Lady, calls her the great champion of the less privileged. He says the investiture of the First Lady is in line with the strategic intervention of the Federal Ministry of Health to making sure TB and other diseases is a thing of the past in Nigeria, applauding the governors' wives present to join hands in fight against TB. He says together Nigeria can end TB.
Our investiture today as a global and national TB champion is in line with our commitment to always help the needy, the poor, the widow, and the vulnerable, including those affected by tuberculosis and other diseases. As we are all aware, Nigeria has the largest burden of TB in Africa, with estimated 479,000 persons who developed TB in the year 2022. We have made steady progress in the last few years, with TB notification in Nigeria being referred to as the most striking example of country with huge increase in TB notification in the year 2022 by the awarded Global TB Report. However, despite these successes, a huge number of cases are still being missed and going undetected, with significant numbers of people still dying from this curable and treatable disease. Additionally, the awareness about TB in the community is still very low, and the health facility coverage with TB services is about 50%, with significant number of Nigerians not having access to TB services. In order to change these narratives and other negative indices in the health sector and strengthen the health system in providing quality, sustainable, resilient, and responsible services, the Federal Ministry of Health launched a 4-point agenda aimed at improving governance and population outcomes, unlocking a healthcare value chain, and also to provide health security to all Nigerians.
The coordinating minister, Professor Ali Pate, during a speech, called on relevant sectors to work together to fight against TB in Nigeria as the ministry works relentlessly to ensure more primary health care centers. Appreciating funding and technical partners present, Ali Pate says it will now be easier for states to invest in health sector. Reiterated Nigeria can end TB.
Because I think with the First Ladies, I'm sure now it will be a lot easier for states to invest in health and in tuberculosis in particular. Look at where your states are and actually try to do more. I'd like to acknowledge also and thank Your Excellency, my colleagues in the Federal Ministry of Health. Minister Tunji and I, and the Permanent Secretary, and all the directors that are here are working diligently. All the successes that have been reported is their hard work, alongside the partners that they've been working on. So I'd like to acknowledge them and those who put this together. We have a vision, and we have a visionary leader who has shown us the way, that it is possible that Nigeria can rise, and its rise can impact the continent of Africa and will be also good for humanity. And we are committed, based on that vision that the President has outlined. We are also prepared, and Nigeria can certainly end tuberculosis. In my role as member of the board of the Global Step TB Partnership with Lusika, but also in the newly elected role in the Global Fund, we will ensure that we connect what the President is trying to do here in Nigeria with the domestic resources that we can mobilize, with whatever complementary support our external experts will provide, and our bilateral partners, and our technical partners who are here with us today. So Nigeria can end TB. Your Excellencies, this is your day to be invested as a global TB champion. We really want to thank you for your leadership. Very much appreciated, and also thank all the state champions that will be recognized as such today.
Among those who spoke at the event are World Health Organization, Dr. Lusika, the two Global Stop TB Partnership Geneva, and others.
Including intensify childhood TB case funding, which paved the way to the increase we saw in Nigeria. We need to fast-track those efforts to continue to find those cases that are yet to be found. Your Excellency, you will be aware that many African countries, including Nigeria, are still battling with the high cost of health care. Many people are still being pushed into poverty because of high cost of treatment, and TB is not an exception. We are encouraged, though, that in Nigeria, with the new health sector renewal investment program and the emphasis on the revitalization of primary health care, we have a way to address that issue and address the high cost of health care as a nation.
So that was first point. The second very important point is this. 2024 started very well, and I think we will continue. But you see, the country cannot go back. You know, it's like, okay, it's like when you are a champion, you need to defend your title, and Nigeria is a champion. So my biggest point number two, they are not in a specific order because I never follow instructions, so is the fact that we cannot afford, I will come here and work in your team, Minister Pate, we cannot afford Nigeria to do worse in 2024 or 25 than in 23.
The highlight of the event was the investiture and award to the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Remi Tinubu, and 36 states of Nigeria's governors' wives and others. The First Lady and Global National Stop TB Champion, Senator Remi Tinubu, in a special address says it's a greater call to action. She calls for the support of governments at all levels, market women and others to join hands to face the task ahead. She expressed the commitment of the President to fight TB in Nigeria. Senator Remi also called on the awardees to use their position to amplify awareness in their various states to end stigma.
Renewed Hope Initiative, I've decided to support the fight to end TB by 2030 with a humble donation of 1 billion naira. And we use this opportunity to call on all well-meaning Nigerians to assist in this fight. Once again, I thank the Stop TB Partnership for this honor, and I thank you all who have come to support this investiture.
The Honorable Minister of State for Health and Social Welfare, Dr. Tunji Alausa, during an interview with Echo Hot Blog, has this to say.
How are you?
Oh, I have a lot of things to say about this event. First of all, I would like to thank our mother, our First Lady, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Remi Tinubu, OON and CON, for her graciousness in accepting to be the global and national Stop TB champion. This is what she does. This is what she's done all her life, serving humanity, the underserved, the poor, and the vulnerable. So I want to profusely thank her for taking up this role. This is the visibility that we now need to eradicate and eliminate TB in Nigeria and globally. We've made a lot of progress in Nigeria with our notification rate. If you heard my speech, my opening remark, our notification rate in 2023 went up by 50% compared to the year 2022. We're not going to rest on our horse. We will continue to improve on our TB identification and notification rate. And as we identify more TB cases, we will continue to treat them. That's the way we can eradicate TB. And also, to continue to educate our community, our citizens, on seeking treatment. If you have TB, there's no stigma that should go with TB. It is a disease that anyone can have. You saw the testimony of one of our government minister, Ajia Iman, the Honorable Minister of State for Police Affairs. She was brought up in a privileged environment and she had TB. But the key thing is that if you have symptoms, weight loss, fever, night sweat, see your doctor. And if you're diagnosed with TB, don't hide it. This is a completely curable and treatable disease. If you don't get treatment, it can kill. So please, I'm talking directly to our nation now. No stigma if you have TB. Seek treatment, it's curable disease. Today is a good day for our country, and today is a bad day for TB. We will eliminate and eradicate TB in Nigeria. Thank you.
Comfort Olayinka, Eco Hot TV.